Bambucorn is an equity crowdfunding platform for issuance of tokenized securities. So if you imagine issuers in a platform on the one side who are trying to raise capital by issuing securities tokens, Bambucorn enables the issuance of tokens by the issuers. On the other hand, Bambucorn also has investors who will be registered on the platform, and investors will be able to view each of those issuances and make up their own mind whether they want to invest in those securities tokens or not. So that's what, in a nutshell, is Bambucorn about. Now, with reference to what problems are we solving, I want all of us to think about three specific groups that are involved. Number one is the investors, number two is the issuers, and number three is what we call as experts. On the investor side, being angel investors ourselves, we figure that sometimes investors tend to struggle to evaluate investment opportunities. Not all early stage investors are necessarily equipped to understand the intricacies of angel investing and early stage investing. What Bambucorn does is solve that problem by creating a lot of educational material for angel investors to understand what challenges early stage investments go through, and to enable them take the requisite risks by understanding them much better. So that's one of the problems that we're solving. Number two is we figure that early stage investors tend to hold on, or they have to hold on to their investments for a very long period of time. On average, it tends to be about 5 to 7 years. So by enabling issuers issuing securities tokens, what we intend doing is to provide or facilitate investors with the necessary infrastructure to enable them sell those tokens and liquidate their investments much earlier than they otherwise would. So that's the second main problem of investors that we're solving. On the issuer side, again, being investors, we've seen founders struggle on the other side of the table to raise money because founders are faced with a lot of responsibilities, whether it's operations or regulations or marketing, and the last thing they want is to spend 90 or 100% of their time in going out and raising money. So we want to create this platform to enable founders raise money seamlessly without necessarily having to spend a lot of time, because we do a lot of heavy lifting for them. The third dimension, which is the third specific group which I mentioned to you about earlier, is what we call as experts. We figured out that today there are plenty of professionals out there, whether they are professionals or businessmen or technology specialists. They have a lot of knowledge which they gladly would love to share with the entire ecosystem. What Bambucorn does is essentially encourages them to come into the platform, register themselves, and on a retainer basis come and provide their expertise to the investors when they carry out their due diligence on the issuers.